This is my niece, Sadie. She's been interested lately in what modeling might be like, so to give her a little taste, I thought we could take her portraits in my studio. Because of Sadie's blue eyes and freckles, I took this as an opportunity to try something new myself. I wanted to shoot a roll of Ortho Pro from Ilford because it's actually a black and white film that's blue sensitive, so Sadie's eyes should get lighter and her freckles, being more red and orange, should get darker. I actually became interested in this really cool film stock earlier this year in Chicago, where Sissy Lou used it to make my portrait. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Woo! I'll be using the Pentax 645 with a 75mm lens to shoot the film. I've been loaning this camera from a friend for a while now, and I've come to honestly really, really adore it. And then there's this lens. Ugh, I love this lens. It's ideal for portraits and has taken really great landscapes for me as well. It's fast, it's sharp, and the fall off is, hands down, the most beautiful I've ever seen. And for multiple reasons, I also wanted to shoot some digitals of this session. So I used my Fujifilm GFX 50S2 with my absolute favorite handy dandy 50mm lens. I wanted color versions from this session, first of all, but I also just wanted safety shots in case something were to happen to the film. And then for lighting, I deliberated over a few options, but I ended up landing on something really simple, which is what I always end up doing. This is my tried and true, kind of your classic portrait lighting. One light at a 45-degree angle downwards, slightly off to one side of the subject. And while we're on the subject of gear, I just want to pause and say thank you to the sponsor of today's video, KEH. I've been shopping from KEH for probably 5 or 6 years now, and what's always amazing to me is how many items I find that are in excellent condition. Every item I've ever purchased through them was basically like it was new, so it was like buying a new item but at a used price. And that's huge as a secondhand shopper. Another big thing is their 21-day return policy and the 180-day warranty, because it's honestly really scary buying secondhand gear without those protections. So head to keh.com if you need any of the lovely things they can give you. Now, before Sadie showed up, I made sure to make a list of actions I could quickly throw at her just to get various expressions. I definitely didn't want this to be a, okay, sit and smile situation. So here's the list I came up with. And as you can imagine, not all of the actions I gave turned into a final photo. For example, the yawn. We were trying to generate a real yawn by fake yawning for a couple minutes, which was hilarious, of course. And then she didn't actually end up yawning for real until we moved on and there wasn't a camera in my hand, of course. But otherwise, Sadie pretty much nailed these expressions. The digital photos are equally as powerful as the film because of all of that delicious color. I surrounded Sadie in white with intention so that her facial features would pop that much more. And I love the difference between the color and the black and white images. They're so different but complement each other so well. I particularly love this bubblegum shot because it's not the moment you expect to capture or see, but there's something in her eyes that makes it incredibly captivating, and you can't plan that. I asked Sadie if by chance she could cry on the spot, and to my surprise, she confidently said yes, put her head down, and then 30 seconds later, popped her head up and said, "Ready." Magic. This film stock indeed ended up being brilliant for a face like Sadie's. I absolutely love how her eyes and her freckles turned out, just as I'd hoped. I love this sort of classic American girl on black and white film. I don't know, some of these images really scream Gap to me. For the digital images to also get those really pronounced freckles like in the film, I'll show you how I did that here in Photoshop. Once my image is imported, I select the adjustment layer tool, then choose black and white, and then I change this from normal to luminosity all the way down here. And then you'll see as I lower this yellow toggle, those freckles start to really come out more. And it's always worth playing with the reds as well, because they can definitely subtly affect things. And then once I get the freckles specifically to a place that I like, I come over and click the mask here and then press Command-I. I then choose the brush tool, I make sure my color swatches look like this, and then I can draw on where I would like the effect applied. And to get rid of those harsh edges, I take that feather level way up, and that'll smooth out the edges completely. And voila! Look how powerful the difference is between the before and the after. I'm actually really interested to hear what your favorite results came from, the film or the digital. Let me know, and as always, much love to you at home watching, and also to KEH for sponsoring this episode. Bye!
What's my morning? Oh yeah, without a little yo, just sitting on my lawn, watching the day roll by. Another morning, just another wave to ride, floating upstream, living in my dreams, so nice. And I keep my cool for you, and I keep my cool for you. What's my life? Oh yeah, without a little tune, without the sunshine and the blues. No, you see, well, I don't see the point without you by my side, without the people that I like. Oh yeah, I think I'd rather die. But I keep my cool for you, I keep my cool for you, and I keep my cool for you. And all these days keep rolling, for you.